We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Shohei Ohtani gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has that gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Hit sharply on the ground, and stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach, a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
A nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
And that's in there, base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first two guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and one strike. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Liner in there for a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 3 runs already home here. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 down. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third, and Upton's not going to get him. He's in there at third.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Catch is made by Trout. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-2. soft liner to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Hot shot on the ground to short. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
And Kinsler swings and misses here as he's gone on strikes for out number 1. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Justin Upton now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Happ is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they're held. Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and he will not make the play. It's off his glove. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And you have to like a center fielder that's willing to sell out and go for broke there, but he just can't make the play as the ball sails over his outstretched glove. And by the time he tracks it down, it's just too late for him to hold the batter at second.
Smoke toward third. Cozart with the great slide. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, that grounder got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Now the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1. And this is lined softly here to the left side. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the 2-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right. Here's Albert now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is outside for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready now for L.A. Andrelton Simmons. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. A little bouncer.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he makes. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Kinsler down on the ground to first. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Here it comes, 0-2. Liner toward right center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, Dero.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Stepping up to the plate, Zach Cozart. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. In now for the Angels, Luis Valbuena. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
2 strikes. When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Parker Bridwell answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The catcher, number 4.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Wilson Contreras. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the second slur. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Striding in once again, Mike Trout comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Here's Justin Upton now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sliders in for a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Angels ready for another shot now. Addison Russell, last time through was a base hit. He's set, here it comes. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He hit a sac fly earlier.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
On to first, and they get them both.
The batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Crowd on the run. And that's the 3rd out. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. But here's Albert now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 56.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. A barehanded pickup, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Hey, D-Roll, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Zach Cozart, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Calhoun at second with 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Angels leave. Ready once again, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard on the ground toward short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Center fielder, number 8.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. There's a drive out to left center field. Baez is on his way home. And a relay home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And that'll get down out there. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the run.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the. Here's Luis Valbuena now to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Martin Maldonado will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Valbuena gets his lead at first, nobody out. grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's the 1-0. Hit back toward the mound. And this will be a base hit for Kinsler.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. 2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. No balls and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game. Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Kyle Schwarber.
From the stretch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happened.
Line, but speared on a hop. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Center fielder number 8.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Ian Happ. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! Jose Alvarez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's Chris Bryant now. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So 4 runs in the... Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Cole Calhoun is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Andrelton Simmons is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit down the third baseline. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. Simmons takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He comes across to score. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Up and in for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Grounded softly to the right. Rizzo charging in on it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, first baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Luis Valbuena. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
First baseman number 44.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Will, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Calhoun is right there as he takes it for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Trout has it in his sights. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready once again, Martin Maldonado. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Hayward is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. And there's a swing and a miss as Kinsler's down quickly now, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. Angels go down 1. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
On to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward. Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left. Upton is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch. Here's Justin Upton now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Here's Albert now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Darvish pauses, 0-1 on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Angels down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. Chicago put up a 4th spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Yu Darvish is the winning pitcher of record. Shohei Ohtani